What is depression? Have you heard a recent news about a K-pop artist that died caused of depression? I'm sure you all have heard about it. Depression is considered as a mood disorder which are quite common right now as well as dangerous. It is really, really dangerous.
So the Health Ministry has conducted a survey and it can be seen that 18,330 Malaysians are suffering from various stages of depression. Mental illness is expected to be the second biggest problem in Malaysia after heart disease by 2020.
Many factors causes depression. For example, abuse such as physical abuse or mental abuse, or conflict in the family, or loss of their loved ones, or even isolation. If people just avoid them, it causes depression as well. Even if they start a new job and they couldn't cope up with the job, it causes depression. Many things cause depression. Depends on us on how we tackle them. Now, let us show a simple act about what is depression. You're failure.
Ketemu ni kan.
Pandangan Prof, apakah pendapat Prof tentang tajuk depression dan juga apa langkah-langkah yang kita boleh elakkan daripada kita dapat depression sebagai seorang pelajar?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum. Medan okey. Okey, depression ni pada saya bahayalah. Dia bermula dengan stres lah pada saya. Stres kalau tak dikawal, dia akan pergi pada depression. Jadi untuk mengelakkan depression ni, pertama stres tu kena manage. You kena uruskan stres tu dulu. Okay, kalau bila stres tu tak diurus tu yang jadi depression. Bila depression banyaklah lagi benda-benda yang boleh berlaku atau dilakukan oleh individu yang menghadapi depression ni, sampai ada apa nama ni bunuh diri pun ada kan. Kalau kita tengok banyak kes lah, terutama kalau macam di Jepun tak boleh capai markah tertentu, grade tertentu, dan pergi sebagai depression dan dia bunuh diri dan sebagainya lah. Untuk elakkan stres kena positif. Kita kena prioritize mana yang patut kita letak dekat kepala kita dan mana yang tak patut lah. Itu sangat penting lah untuk elak depression. So stres tu kena urus. Kalau insyaAllah kalau kita urus stres tu, supaya kalau kita manusia normal lah, kita tak dilahirkan dengan masalah-masalah bipolar, masalah-masalah yang memang dah ada sejak lahir, mungkin itu kena special treatment lah. Tapi untuk sebagai manusia yang normal ni, itu cara dia. Pada saya lah, itu cara saya lah menguruskan stres saya sendiri, supaya saya tak stres. Okay? So itu sajalah yang saya rasa boleh berinput lah. Okay, terima kasih.
Depression iaitu tekanan tekanan. Kalau kita tahu mungkin daripada depresi mungkin pada dari segi istilahnya, dia adalah satu keadaan di mana manusia itu mengalami moodnya berada pada tahap yang rendah, di mana dia tidak menguasai kegembiraan, merasakan pemikiran untuk membunuh diri. Dan mostly depresi ni akan berlaku apabila seorang tu mungkin dalam hidup dia mengalami satu peristiwa yang memberikan kesan pada hidupnya, contohnya kematian, gagal dalam sesuatu ataupun kehilangan sesuatu.
Dr. Sugumarin, right? Okay. So, hello, hari ini saya bersama Dr. Sugumarin. Baiklah, Doktor. Apakah pendapat Doktor tentang masalah kemurungan dan apakah faktor yang mendatangkan kemurungan?
You're bringing me back as though I'm a medical student again. Right. Depression. It is depression can be divided into two. One is called major depression, depression teruk, which is a psychotic disorder. Psychotic disorder bermakna masalah mental. Alright. Another depression ialah depression yang mild atau kita panggil reactive depression. Okay. Yang mild ini ialah reactive depression disebabkan oleh kesusahan dalam hidup. When they have a problem, if you have a wife and husband problem, father and parent problem, or financial problem, or working problem, or relationship problem, whatever it is, and because of disappointment, because of sorrow, all this problem creates little depression, usually reactive depression. The depression usually lasts for about 2 weeks. Okay. Anything lasts more than two weeks, bermakna lebih dari 2 minggu, then it's going to be what we call a pathological depression. Depression yang boleh membawa kemudaratan teruk. And if it is more than 6 weeks, then we call it major depression. Usually major depression berlaku kalau ada seorang mati, sangat rapat dengan you. Just say your husband passed away, wife passed away, or mother passed away, or they ada family history of depression. Contohnya kalau siapa-siapa dalam family ada masalah psikiatri, dan psikiatri ada banyak. Salah satu daripada psychiatric disorder ialah major depression. Alright. Jadi depression boleh berlaku di mana-mana, pada masa bila-bila saja. Jika what we call this, see, every human being ada dia punya coping mechanism. Bermakna dia ada ciri-ciri penting dalam hidup dia. Pertahanan, pertahanan badan kita tak dapat infeksi, pertahanan minda or mind, kita tak jatuh depression lah, you know. So kalau pertahanan minda tidak kuat, they can easily go into reactive depression. Tapi kalau major depression pula, usually dia ada family history of depression, cara pembawa, cara dibawa hidup, di mana dia punya family members selalu ada masalah. Dia say conflict, all the time conflict, and very highly emotional, suppressive family members. They push emotion on you. They demand a lot of things from you. They expect a lot of things for you, and you break up. That goes into major depression, especially if you have psychiatric illness with you. So, and in Malaysia, major depression reactive depression is underdiagnosed, because in our upbringing, most of the time we Malaysians are introvert. You know what's introvert?
Yes.
We don't express out any issues. We just keep and all that, and most of the time it's poorly recorded, and also people won't come out. And if you're saying you are sad or you're depressed, you're looked upon as weak. So Malaysians don't usually come out for depression, but now this is coming up, and the depression, you can even see depression in children. Children, and now teenagers are becoming more and more, because a lot of expectation are coming up towards the teenagers. They are expected to do very well in their exam. They are expected to excel, and however, they can only perform as they could. You know? They ended up, what will happen is they cannot fulfill the expectation. They themselves actually have reactive depression, and reactive depression, if you collect for a certain period of time, it can become a major depression too. So it is coming up rampant.
Okay. Baiklah, Doktor, boleh tak kongsi sedikit tentang cara mengatasi masalah ini?
Okay, first you have to know where does depression takes place? It's in the mind, isn't it? Depression is problem in the mind. What is mind? Mind is nothing but thoughts and emotions and feelings and all that. So one have to learn to able to tackle these thoughts. thoughts which are negative, especially like disappointment, sorrow, anger, hatred, jealousy, all these thoughts, what happen is they slowly eat us up within. All right, that is like cancerous within us. So how to overcome? First, you have to first recognize it exists. There's always a word called cut it in the bud. Have you heard before?
Yes.
If anything comes, you just cut it there itself, so that it doesn't flourish and become a big tree. So similarly, if you have negative thoughts within you, thoughts were depressing and all that, so you cut it in the bud. That's the first one. Number two, you strengthen your mind. How to strengthen your mind? That's where prayers comes in. Meditation, prayers, yoga practice, or zikir. Going for a pilgrimage. Three, have positive people surrounding you all the period of time. So people always will encourage you, people who doesn't look down upon you, and always have you yourself have positive all the period of time. Number four, if you have problems, you have to strengthen yourself such a way you're able to make a coping mechanism towards the problem. Everybody have problems, isn't everybody, even child also have problem, little people have problems. So how strong is your coping mechanism is. And number five, if you don't have all this, but at least you know where to go to when you have problem, rather than suffering within yourself. So you have to know who to approach to, and it'll be a great blessing if you have parents who are very supportive, brothers and sisters very supportive, teachers or whoever, so that you can go to handle the issue. So at the end of the day, the main problem with depression is in the mind. If the mind is strong, sorrow will come. So you just don't allow the sorrow to go into melancholy sorrow. Melancholy sorrow is a very severe depression. It goes into severe depression. So in the sorrow itself, you're able to come out from it. So all this is required. There's no one medicine for sorrow. There's no one medicine for depression. It is many factors are involved, and the strengthening of the mind is the most important factor over there. Okay, and don't depend on medicine. Medicine only, what it does is that it elevates the thoughts, elevates the symptoms slightly, but it doesn't take away the depression itself. So medicine helps, maybe a short period of time, making sure that you don't go into a melancholy, severe depression state. But as it comes up, the supportive group, supportive parents, supportive your spouse, and all this helps a lot. And for me, tremendously, if anybody asks me what's one medicine for depression, I would say, in Malay they would say, strengthen your iman. Iman. All right. Strengthen your iman, because when your iman is strong, you can face anything in this world.
Okay. Thank you, Doctor.
Sure.
Yeah.
In conclusion, every day is a second chance.
You are never alone.
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that time.